Today I will show you how to make this leather handbag. The size is small but with lots of volume from the 6cm cassette sides. The straps are woven down the sides and through the bag's bottom. So the pattern looks like this. You can screenshot it as reference. It's a simple box bottom bag pattern. So I'll show you how to make the calculations in case you want to tweak the pattern and adjust the size of the bag. So we'll start with a rectangle. This is the front of the bag. Then we add the bottom, which has a depth of 6cm, and then right underneath we will add the other side of the bag. So we'll just call it the back, okay? What's missing are the sides, right? So we will add them here. We need just 3cm. That's half of the bottom's measurement. Just like this, your box bottom back pattern is done. We don't need to add any seam allowances. We will just bump the edges of the leather together and hand sew them. Now we will plan out the slits around the bag's body. So first thing, we mark the bag's center line. So this area here is the bag's opening, 3.5cm, okay? We keep this part solid, and then we will start marking the rows. So I did a 2cm spacing in between the rows. So if you want the mesh pattern to pull apart when you use the bag, you can make it tighter, so you can make the rows 1cm apart. This bag, it won't mesh even when I put like heavy stuff inside. So I think it's because spacing is a bit too wide, or maybe because the straps, it goes under the bag, right? So it was holding up all the weight, so the bag didn't pull down enough to mesh. We will mark 2cm gap followed by a 5cm cutting line. So make sure to start the gap space right in the middle, so it measures 1cm on each side of the middle line. So repeat this 2cm gap and 5cm cutting line until you get to the end of the row. And the last marking should be a gap of 1.5cm. So on the next row, we will center the 5cm cutting line right in the middle, and then we repeat the 2cm gap, 5cm cutting line until you reach the end of the row. So you should get a 3cm cutting line as the last marking. I did a total of 7 rows for my bag. For the straps to weave through and stay in place, we will add slits 1cm from the bag's opening, and we will also add some vertical lines on the bottom. So an alternative back idea is to keep the front and back pieces solid and just add the cut lines on the sides and the bottom. So the next step is transferring the pattern onto the leather. This is where I start making all the mistakes. So I marked the stitch line 1/2 centimeter around the perimeter of the pattern, and then I started knocking holes around the sides, but I drifted too close to the edge. So you see this hole here is giving me anxiety. They will rip if it is this close to the edge. So try to position the hole punch right next to the stitching line and not in between them, okay? My second mistake is I punched all the holes in one go. In order for the stitches to look even, the stitching holes have to match to the corresponding sides. So this area here should match this area, and this set here should match this on the bottom. If I were to make another one, I would knock holes on the front side of the bag and then fold it over and use that as a template for the other side of the bag. If the holes are uneven, the stitchings will come out uneven too. Oh, and also don't knock any holes on the bag's opening like I did. here. I later sliced it off and used it for the bag's closure.